Hey everyone, we're here today to talk about the men's Division I recruiting calendar and how it might affect you as a prospective student athlete. First things first, the coaches in the NCAA, specifically today we're speaking about Division I, the coaches in the NCAA are restricted on what they can do in terms of reacting, reaching out to, and communicating with a prospect. You as a prospective student athlete are not regulated, not restricted at all, okay? So first things first, what you guys need to know is these are D1 rules only, and these only apply to the men. I'll get to the ladies side in just a minute. There's three things you need to know. So we have a quiet period, we have a dead period, and then we have what typically is the majority of our calendar in Division I golf, and that's called a contact period. So what you guys need to know is that these are restrictive to coaches this time of year, especially. We're restricted around the NLI signing period. We're restricted around Thanksgiving week. We're restricted in the entire month of December in a quiet period, which means coaches can only come out and evaluate if they're Division II or Division III coaches. Division I coaches actually cannot recruit on the road during the month of December, with the exception of the senior showcase in accordance with the NCAA and in conjunction with the Golf Coaches Association convention in Vegas this year, which is why those two events take place in Vegas, because coaches are getting together and meeting all as one. So here's what you guys need to know. These rules are restrictive in a few ways, for campus visits and also for coaches watching you at tournaments. So let's go ahead and discuss the terms. So what is a contact period? That is a period where you can pretty much do anything and a coach is not restricted to recruiting you in many ways at all. And one thing to note, during all of these periods, emails, phone calls, texts, any sort of electronic communication is totally fine. So during the quiet periods, coaches cannot come evaluate you at tournaments, and during dead period, not only can they not evaluate you at tournaments, they're also not allowed to bring you to campus for either an official or an unofficial visit. So they can't have players, prospects, parents, anyone that's affiliated with a prospect or a recruit on campus during a dead period. The contact dates for June 15th after sophomore year still apply, and the visit date of August 1st starting junior year also still applies. For the ladies, the only thing that you guys need to know is that during your signing period, doesn't matter what year you are, but during your signing period, coaches are not allowed to invite you to campus, and they're also not allowed to evaluate you in competition. You can still email them, call them, they can still call you. That's still fair game. And as you guys can see, the majority of the men's golf Division I calendar here is in green, and that's what we could go ahead and call our contact period or our regular periods. The dead periods are listed in red here, and our quiet periods, where coaches can't evaluate us in competition, are in the more khaki or even that beige yellow color here in December. So as you can see, it starts off with the dead period here during National Signing Week, which is always the second Wednesday of November. So they actually restrict them starting that Monday, and the dead period actually ends the day after signing, the initial signing day. Now that we have the national signing period, we can sign anywhere between November 10th as a senior in high school all the way till August 1st of 2022. So it's a pretty wide window. The dead period also extends through Thanksgiving weekend. And then we go into a quiet period. We just went into the quiet period on November 29th. We'll be into that quiet period all the way through December 22nd for most purposes. The 8th, 9th, and 10th, that's the Golf Coaches Convention in Vegas, as well as the AJJ Senior Showcase. So those are restrictive dead periods for Division I coaches, except at that event. That's an evaluation period. If you're out there in Vegas, you can actually go watch as a Division I coach. And then we're actually restricted again starting the 23rd of December all the way through New Year's Day. And then it's open season again as far as campus visits and evaluations and tournaments. So hope you guys learned a little bit about the NCAA Division I calendar. Please let us know if you have any questions. We're here to help. Have a great week.